Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today we are finally visiting the end, and I do have a feeling that the dungeon is underground. It's not really a feeling, but if you hover over it, it's telling us that it's Y-77. Is that even possible? I thought it's 64. Ooh, lovely. Of course, the main problem is going to be, I don't know how to get back. Oh, and by the way, we have night vision, otherwise it's incredibly dark. Shulker box. As long as the mobs don't have armor piercing, we should be good. Also, don't really know what I'm looking for here. Well, there is a fancy ship. With loot, yes. Dragon scales, okay. Some seeds, some rituals. I don't see anything of importance. Dragon's breath. Maybe I do. Easier to vein mine, to be honest. There is a book. With nothing. We shall take the head. Thank you. Oh, these are houses. Interesting. Oh, it's just a decoration thingy. Ah. This is what we're looking for. The boss dungeons. It actually took me a very long time to find it. I just went in a zigzag. We do get shards, that's nice. And somebody dropped a bottle of milk. I don't have to get cows. Everything is green, creepers are green. It's easy to make mistakes. Oh, a tiny potato. Never made it in my life. We're not here to really fight the boss, we just want to check things out. I like this place. Nice place to live. Is there gonna be... Oh yes, there are loot. We take them. I mean, at this point in the game, you can get a client star. I was gonna say that in this point of the game, it doesn't really matter, but, you know, I like loot. And every time we're getting a quest. Elder Guardian Spawn Egg. Holy. Just out of extreme curiosity, where the hell is the boss? I thought this is a central chamber, you should be able to find him. Oh yes, that is the thing we are looking for. The sacrificial stuff. Ring of Dexterous Motion. Interesting. On a very positive note, you get a ton of items from blood magic. A lot of runes. Cool. We know what to do. We can go home. Actually, the most important thing that we should do before we go is that, yes, we do have warp scrolls. We are going to link one of them here. I don't really want to make this journey ever again. I'm back at the base and I have done some changes. I did turn off the reactor when we went on exploration because, you know, chunks might have problems. But the changes that I have made is that we have a ton of waste barrels. And for some reason, everything just wants to go in here. But I think in this mod pack, they have tweaked it because you get rid of waste incredibly fast. Those are not very important. The important thing is we need to go and fight the boss. And why do we need to do that? Well, there are a few items that I want to craft and apparently for that we need the heart. It has been a few episodes that I keep getting comments on how to teleport to a location and well, I do know how to teleport, don't you worry. It sometimes confuses me. You know I know how to teleport. Yes, the portal. In fact, there are so many ways to teleport that we're going to use two of them. It's just that where do we put it? Here? Yeah, why not? You shall be known as home. We shall also link you to you. And we should be able to teleport. Perfect. So for the moment, let us go and check out the boss. Oh, it's dark. The issue is, I did not check what kind of ingredients do we need for the altar. Oops, give me back my sword. Jerk. Yeah, of course, a boss zombie should pick it up. I'm out. Somebody had armor piercing. This time we're gonna take lanterns. And I think we should be incredibly fast to do this. Oh, these are the worst, the shielding ones. You have my sword. This is why you were doing damage. Adaptable and shielding, best combination. You can't kill it. Oh, it's the projectiles that hit you hard. Look what we got. I'm not exactly sure, but it seems that the perimeter has been secured. So, how do you work? Ah, it does tell you something. So one thing that we should check is that do they have a spawn egg? Maybe not. I'm gonna take a DNA sample anyways. So, 16 cold, 16 warm, and 16 eggs. Oh, and the ritual starter. This is why we had to go to the end cities apparently, because that's where I got them. So the catalyst, are we good? Are we happy? Do I have to do something? The summoning is in progress. Give me a DNA sample. Thank you. I have no idea if it's gonna work. Somebody took my sword. Let us try a garbage sword. Just in case. I mean, if it's a mob, it can be spawned, correct? I think she takes away your sword. Also, as a quest reward, we did manage to get, yes, a mob imprisonment tool. You take whatever is in my hand. You took my remote access thingy. Oh, these guys do that. This is one of the most irritating boss fights that I ever had in my life because of that. They take whatever is in your hand, and the moment that you get it back, somebody takes something else. Also, somebody took my food. Do you have food? Clay. It is my firm belief that every problem in life can be solved with the appropriate use of magic. We should get back into our roots. Botania. Well, Thaumcraft would have been nicer, but what can you do? Wait a minute. Flowers have EMC. What? All of them, so maybe we should go with a Rafflesia. Similar to Kekemoris, but it's man-made flowers. Yes, Rune of Pride. I like that. I know that some of you might be a bit confused, so let me try to explain what the hell are we doing. There are different ways that you can generate mana in Botania, correct? One of them is Rafflesia. How does it work? It's very easy. It's going to consume the flowers that you make in the Petal Apothecary, and in return you get mana. So basically, it eats the other flowers. However, there are a few things that you should remember. First off, you have to plant the flowers. Hence, we do have a Ronin Corpus, which is going to plant every flower that we drop on it from the open crate on this moss over here. And it has to be a floating Ronin Corpus, otherwise this guy is going to eat that. Very important that your Ronin Corpus is not for eating. Secondly, you can give it the same flower over and over again, but it will have diminishing returns, so it's better to give it different types of flowers. Could have gone crazy and automated it with every single flower, but I think it would have been super massive. And besides, I think this is a decent supply of mana, and it's not even optimized. So how are we determining which kind of flower goes in? There are different ways of doing that, even from Botania, but I'm actually using Create. There is a pulse repeater from Create, meaning that whenever it receives a redstone signal, it's gonna wait for this amount of time and then send the pulse. So this one is at 1 second, 4 seconds, 7 seconds, 10 seconds, and you get the gist. If you guys remember, we also did something similar with mana detectors in Enigmatica 6. This is exactly the same setup, but with repeaters. So there is a timer over here from RF Tools, and I will explain why we're not using a hovering hourglass. This timer at this very moment is set to every 30 seconds, meaning that it's going to send the pulse every 30 seconds, and then the repeaters are going to do their thing. And obviously everything goes in the correct sequence. However, we should be able to optimize it, meaning that you can be 3 seconds, you can be maybe 5, 7, 9, and 11. Let's check it. Yeah. The correct sequence. We're getting every single type. And by every single type, I mean the 6 types that we already have. I mean, it can be lower than that too. Why not? Every 1 second. Yeah, exactly. It can be 1 second. Perfect. Oh, and by the way, I think it's very obvious. We are using refined EM ceilings in order to make the flowers. We're using a hopper in order to pump them into these droppers with entangled blocks because, you know, I want to hide everything. And now we come to the main reason that I'm using a timer from RF Tools. The thing is, we don't want to constantly drop flowers. Eventually, we're going to have tons of mana and we don't know what to do with it. So we need to be able to turn this guy off. And I think what we should be able to do is to read a comparator signal out of the mana pool. Yes, perfect. And this is the part that I'm not really great at. How do we do this? We should be able to pause the entire timer whenever the mana pool is full. But we put you on subtract. Is there a potentiometer? Also, I just realized I have flight. The range is that much? Okay. I don't really know how much we want to subtract, but we do have an analog lever from Create. You know, every time that you move it, it's 1 redstone strength. So we put you to 14? I didn't count. Yeah, the thing is, I did not really think this through. We don't have that much space. I don't want to close down the hoppers. We can go back. A bit. Now I'm even thinking we don't need to subtract. Yeah, maybe just a bit. Yes, we're good. Whenever it's full, this will be active. Also, we can reduce the timer to 200 ticks. That's 10 seconds. Yeah, the sequence seems to be correct, but it's too fast. You know, we need time for the Ronin Corpus to plant it and Rafflesia to eat it, so yeah. Also, do you see what I mean? Now we have stopped the timer. We can increase it by a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to have a mana buffer anyways. So everything is good with mana generation, but why the hell do we need mana? This time, it's not a good question. We want to fight the Guardian of Gaia. It's so obvious. Let us get some Botania stuff, and we're out of mana. Awesome. But at least you're gonna kick in, right? Yes, yes. But this should be relatively fast, right? Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It could have been much crazier, but unfortunately, I'm a very lazy person. So we need some Dragonstone, we need some Pixie Dust, and some Elementium. I'm waiting for them. I should not have dropped stacks. Oh, and by the way, the first time that we're going to do this, we're just gonna YOLO, meaning that we see if our mecha suit can protect us. Really? Okay. The structure asks for a beacon, but I don't think it has to be an active beacon. Obviously, we will see. We also need to expand this room a bit. I don't know, offset by 15 blocks? Oh, that's the side. Okay. Yes, that way. When I said we're not going to do anything and we're just gonna YOLO, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to take some apples. Just letting you know. I think we need more mana, right? I don't know. Come on, you can do this. Just a bit. You need my ring, I know. There you go. Thank you. Also, do you have any idea what is going to help us? A sword. The stupid silverfish have my sword. Oh, you work! Am I gonna get withered? No? That's interesting. Oops, I do. Okay, so we're not invincible. That's important. Actually, that's going really bad. Yeah, really bad. I just want your shorts. That's it. I should have brought more apples. Do you see that wither skeleton? He's stuck. Never mind, he got out. Well, that went well. Let us upgrade the sash. Nice. And the rod of the unstable reservoir, just in case. It's that one. Oh, I love this speed. It's so much nicer. Before you close, give me some elven wood. Thank you. So there is a thing that we can do in this mod pack, and that is we should be able to make some jeweled apples from tinkers. They're much better. Ah, you need blazing blood. Never mind. Enchanted apples have EMC. I can take 1 stack. Well, obviously, if we want to fight the Guardian of Gaia tier 2, we're gonna have problems. So what we're going to do is that I made myself a lifestone. This is from Project E, and I think you use it in the helmet? No. Well, you do use it somewhere, because I know the gemmed armor is actually gonna heal you. But the thing is, if you put it on a pedestal, maybe here, it should saturate me and it should regen my life. Yes. Holy. And we do have enough mana, that is great. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to death. Where's my sword? Ah, also we should stick to this side. It's not doing great. I mean, despite the fact that I forgot to enchant my sword again, this is going well. Come on, Ring of Odin. I hate you. So you guys already know what's going to happen. I need to do this 5 more times. Well, I got the Ring of Odin. We have 10 extra hearts. Let's go and have some fun. Ah, yes, that works. That works very fine. Oh, you dig through blocks. That's actually not very good. How do we farm you then? Drigmies? Well, let us kill this one. I don't have a better sword, I'm sorry. Actually, I do. Nice. Is there any way of... Oh my goodness. You need 4. I was gonna say, is there any way of duping it? Well, at least I should be able to make a dark matter sword and then upgrade it into a red matter sword. That's something. Anyways, now that we are here, let us at least try to do a few rituals from Ars Novu. For example, I want to be able to upgrade my spellbook, and we're missing a few bits and pieces. We need some wildens. Hopefully random ones. That one. Exactly. Yes. We have it. Because, you know, some of them we actually get from our mob farm, but not all of them. So you go in, we drop the wilden parts, and we activate. Hello, handsome. Have fun. But as you guys remember, this guy has like 3 phases, so we need to do this for a while. Thank you. That's what we wanted. Wilden tribute. Yeah, we also have 1 totem of undying from the single vindicator that we saw in the nether, so we should be good. So with our new spellbook, I have made a few spells. First one is Blink, which is fairly simple to explain. It's like an ender pearl. It's sometimes handy. We also have Heal. We're not damaged, but this will heal us. And most importantly, Summon the Undead. I like this one. We shall have 3 skeletons with netherite axes. One of them is enchanted too. The thing is, I also need to visit a few dungeons, and I thought these guys are going to be useful. Well, killing everything in a technical mod pack is a bit boring, so if I find something of interest, I'll bring you in. Okay, I found something of interest. There's a trap. My dearest minions, do something. Yes, they are actually good, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I hear a vindicator. Yes. What the hell? Okay, we have another totem at least. I'm gonna die. Maybe not today. They're not very smart, but they are very strong. You can't have everything, I guess. This is not a great find, but a weak blood orb. This was fun. Oh, and by the way, if it's not obvious, we're looking for these. The Silverfish shards. What the hell? Unbreaking 8. We take it, just in case. Well, it seems I have finally figured out how this mod pack works. In the dungeons of the overworld, you're going to find the cold Silverfish shard. In the nether, you're going to find the warm ones. And in the end, the ritual starter. So that is how you would summon the guy. And I just thought, since we have a few minions of death, let us try this one more time. Yeah. Exactly. Wait a minute, you can only break stone. Well, some idiot stole the rod, and the other one is a boss. Yeah. She's dead. So wait a minute, I have to do this like 4 times? I'm assuming that's how they want us to automate it. I'm finally back at the base, and you might notice we have an issue with clusters, meaning that our production is not great. Of course, the whole time that I was not here, this place was not chunk loaded, and therefore we only got like 5,000 of it. Since I have been here and I have been working on the farm, we got another 1,500. So I thought what I will do is that I'm gonna triple our farm. Do you see those lights over there? That was the floor. And I'm really not gonna lie to you, we have gone through thousands of budding emeralds. I did not really count how many columns we have, but each column is at this very moment 15 blocks tall. Another thing that I'm not exactly sure is that is there any merit of having like a gap between the budding emeralds? You know, because if we make a column, we're actually just utilizing 4 of the sides, and in fact these blocks have 6 sides. But I thought if you put a gap, first off, the farm is going to be super massive. Not that it's not right now. It's going to be bigger than this. But you will only get 2 more clusters. This way you should get 8 more. And these are cheap, so who cares? But if one day you saw this video, please also let me know, because I really don't know. We also need to reconfigure the quarry. Down there we don't have flight. We have to come back up. Also, we do have a few crystals over here. We might as well use them. So you, my dearest friend, harvest. Yeah, this time we're actually harvesting a bit more. Because, you know, we're harvesting the ones on top. I think the builder is a bit slow. Because now it kicked in. Yeah, it literally just arrived here. That is perfectly fine. We should be able to fix it using an infuser. Actually, I do have some problems with flight down there. Let's fix that one first. Oh god, I removed my pure daisies. So this is like the cheaty end dimension. Can you get Ender Air bottles? Oh, you can. Nice. What we want is a flugel tiara, just in case I'm out of reach of something, but we also need to be able to charge our ring much faster, so for the moment you go over there, a spark, a dominant augment, and I made some bellows. With the bellows it should fill it in much faster. Now we can have flight everywhere. Infusing is going to reduce the power consumption for the builder, and it's also going to increase the speed. You just need like 4 stacks of dimensional shard and that's it. Yeah, each stack is 25%. Good. Before we move on to our next project, I thought what we should do is to have a few QIO networks. Why? No reason, they look cool. Of course, one of them is going to be my backpack, as usual, and for making singularities I'm also going to use this system, so maybe we use one for storage. Yes, I know I own this. Also, this way I don't really have to carry that many items. Yeah. That's everything that we have to carry. I forgot to give you an update regarding the builder, and I just wanted to mention it's actually working fine now. I mean, we have almost 9,000. It's not great, but I need to increase the farm. However, there is one mod that we are neglecting, and that is create. Unfortunately, it cannot be neglected anymore. We have to do something about it. The first item that I really need is going to be the precision mechanism, and the reason that I need that is because I need to make some mechanical arms, and I just realized that is too high. The precision mechanism is going to be something incredibly temporary, so let's do it somewhere with a higher ceiling. Because maximum we are going to need 1 stack, and after that we don't really care. I always mess up the distance. It's 2 blocks, right? I hope. If not, we'll fix it. Why do you place it? So if I drop 1 gold plate, are you gonna press? Yes, good. It had to be 1 block higher. So as usual, we shall have 2 ender chests on both sides, a funnel, and some gold sheets. So is it gonna work? Yes. You just need to work faster. Much better. Oh, we have too many. It's gonna clog up. Yeah, we insert the rest of the gold later. But very good, we're getting precision mechanisms. And I think the only thing that we have to do is that we put the precision mechanism in a filter, deny list, and you go over there. I also have to do it with all the garbage apparently. But good, so far we have 21 and it's decently fast. I'll try to make 1 stack, then we don't need this system. Maybe more. I don't know. I do have a feeling that 137 precision mechanism is going to be way more than what we need. So once this badge is finished, I'm gonna dismantle everything, unless you have a singularity, which I don't know. We don't need the rotational speed controller, we just want the mechanical arm. I have no idea what the hell are you. Computer craft. Yeah, I think that's fine. The first automation that we are going to do with create, I always take the wrong corridor. Yeah, as I was saying, I have a few issues. You might notice that our controller is kind of incomplete. It has to be a 3x3x3. It doesn't have to be. I like it that way. And besides, I'm out of P2P tunnels, so I need to expand the controller. The problem with the controller is that you're going to need skystone, and we have absolutely no production of it. We were previously getting some skystone using this device over here, which we have to remove it now. We don't have to. We can. I dug the place down a bit because I thought maybe when we're entering the room, we want to see what's happening. The problem is that I think I have to go a bit lower, because if I leave a barrel over there, then it's going to be the same height as the walkway. So that's not good. Yeah, I guess we go lower. Also, another problem that I have discovered is that, yeah, we cannot really automate anything because we have no automations for the create casings. So that should be our number one priority, I guess. For the moment, there are only 3 casings that we're interested in: andesite, brass, and copper. The one for the train, I don't think it does require any automation, because I also don't see any uses, so why would you? Also, just to clarify, it can't really be fully automated because I first need to expand the controller and then fully automate it. I don't have channels. Therefore, at this very moment, it's just gonna be something manual. Yeah, you see, we don't even have a single casing anymore. Oh, this is the wrong one. We need andesite. I think something like this should work for the moment. Let us have another motor. I think we can go to 256 RPM. Yeah, we can. And the spruce is gonna go in. Yes, finally. Some casings. Oh my goodness. I forgot the funnel. It's relatively fast. I can't really complain. We're out of brass. But yeah, these are the 2 most important casings that we want, brass and andesite. And I think with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Next episode, we are just going to dedicate it to create. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.